kindergartners. Welcome back to Science with Mrs. Sotelo. Today we're going to talk about the different kind of clouds that we can see in the sky and make a identifying device out of your weather observation journal. The supplies that you're going to need today are your weather observation journal, and if you have them at home, some cotton balls. If you don't have them at home, you could always use toilet paper all bunched up, or tissues that you blow your nose on, or you can just draw with a crayon the different types of clouds. Alright, let's go ahead and dive in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! Okay, we've landed right here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a quick look at our weather observation journal. One thing that we assigned on Monday was to look at your 5-day forecast and add what the weather was like every day. Here's mine, as the weather was at my house. On Monday it was cloudy. On Tuesday it was cloudy, although I saw sun around sunset. On Wednesday it was sunny. Thursday it was sunny. And today, Friday, it also looks sunny. Alright, the place where we're going to be working on our clouds, though, is 1 page away, right here. These are the 4 types of clouds that we're going to be really studying today. The first one is called cirrus clouds. The next kind of cloud is called cumulonimbus clouds. The next one is called cumulus, and the last one is called stratus. What I'm going to do is I have a book here that's really special to me. It's from when I was in kindergarten. We're going to read through the book, and when we come to one of these cloud types that we have behind us, we're going to pause and use the cotton balls to make that type of cloud. Alright, here we go. The Cloud Book by Tommy DePaola. The Cloud Book. Almost any time you go outside, you can look up at the sky. You can see clouds. Clouds are little drops of water or ice hanging in the upper atmosphere, high above Earth. That means if you were to hold a globe in your hand, the atmosphere are the layers of air that are outside of the actual land of the Earth. And if you could hop on a bird and fly all the way up, you would see that the whole Earth is covered with clouds. There are many different kinds of clouds. Some are high up, some are in the middle, and some are low down in the sky. The 3 main kinds are called cirrus, cumulus, and stratus clouds. You can tell them apart by the way they look and by where they are in the sky. We're going to talk about this type of cloud on the next page. Cirrus clouds are white and feathery, and they are the highest clouds. They are sometimes called mare's tails. Okay, well right now I want to make a cirrus cloud using my cotton ball, but they said that they are light, white, and feathery. So I'm going to start holding my cotton ball apart, just to make it look like a cirrus cloud. There you go. I don't even have to use all of my cotton ball. There we go. I'm going to use some white glue to hold it down. If you don't have white glue at home, it's totally okay to use tape. Although sometimes the texture of tape with cotton balls makes people get heebie-jeebies. So there we go. So remember, cirrus clouds are light, white, and feathery, and they're the highest up in the atmosphere. A lot of times cirrus means some good weather's coming, but not always. Cumulus clouds are puffy and look like cauliflowers. They also have flat bottoms. They are always changing shape and are low down in the sky. This is a cloud. This is a cauliflower. Okay, so now we're going to make a cumulus cloud. We're going to skip that one for a minute. A cumulus cloud looks like a cauliflower, and it's very low in the sky. They're the ones that we can see a lot of shapes in. So I'm going to start pulling the cumulus cloud, or the cotton ball, apart to make it look light and fluffy, just like a cumulus cloud. There we go. There's one cumulus cloud, and I have a whole bag of cotton balls, so I can make another one. Another light, white, fluffy cloud. Nice and low in the sky. There we go. Alright, let's go back to the book. Okay, so there's the cumulus clouds. here are the stratus clouds up here. And you can see, it took me a little while to understand what's happening in this picture, but that is a building, and these are the stratus clouds. And it looks like they're just colored by the lights of the sunset. Stratus clouds are low also. They look like wide blankets of gray and are sometimes called high fogs. Drizzle or snow flurry may fall from them. Okay, so these are low and like wide blankets, the stratus clouds. That's on the bottom. Now I'm going to take my cotton ball and I'm going to make it long and low, just like that. It's not wispy and feathery like the cirrus clouds at the top. There we go. There we go. I'm going to glue it down in one low layer. When I lived in San Diego, this is a lot of what we would see as the stratus clouds. It'd be nice and low and close to the ground, and it would cause a fog every morning for certain times of year. Okay, we only have one kind left, the cumulonimbus. There are also many other kinds of clouds. They have longer names because they look like cirrus, cumulus, or stratus clouds mixed together in pairs. So even in the sky, you can see different types of clouds. Cirrocumulus clouds are small, fleecy masses that are hard to see. They are very high up in the sky. Some people call them mackerel sky. The French call them moutons, which means sheep. And when I grew up in San Diego, there was a phrase called mackerel sky at night, sailor's delight, which meant you were going to have good weather. Cirrostratus clouds are high up too. They cover the sky in thin, milky white sheets. When you look at the sun or the wind through them, you can see a halo. Cirrostratus clouds are sometimes called bedsheet clouds. There's a lot of times since we've moved here to Tucson that I've noticed a halo around the moon. That just means that there looks like there's a white light or even a yellow light that's outside of the moon. And that just has to do with the clouds there that are reflecting some of the light. Altostratus and altocumulus clouds are found in the middle of the sky. Altostratus clouds look like sheets of gray or blue, and rain and snow may fall from them. Altocumulus clouds look like cirrocumulus clouds, but the puffs are much larger. They are gray or whitish, and if you walk underneath them, you might find some drizzle and snow flurries. Nimbostratus, stratiocumulus, and cumulonimbus clouds are low down in the sky. Steady rain or snow falls from the nimbostratus clouds. They are easy to see because they are heavy and dark, and that's what we're looking at right here, the cumulonimbus clouds. So in order to make them, these are the ones that are really puffy and have the storms in them. They're the ones when you look outside, you just know it's going to rain by looking at them. One of the reasons you can know is that they're a bit darker. So the way that I decided to make it look darker is I decided to get a black marker, and I'm just going to pat it all around my cotton ball to give it that dark black feel. Now that I've made them a little bit darker, I'm going to glue them down, and I'm not going to pull them apart too much because remember, these are puffy clouds. And you can kind of, those of you who are super interested in how words make, you can see that cumulus cloud and the cumulonimbus are very similar in the way they are written because they both are puffy. There we go. And if you have time, you can even draw a little bit of rain coming down from it. There you go. Okay, let me see if I can zoom out so we can look at our cloud guide. Okay, so at the very top we have those cirrus clouds. Those are the ones that often mean some good weather. They're higher up in the sky, and they look very thin and wispy. Cumulonimbus are the ones when you know it's about to rain. They're dark and they're heavy and puffy. Cumulonimbus are the ones that we can see and make shapes in. They're white and puffy, and not a lot of weather is coming out of them. The stratus clouds are the ones that lay in a blanket and are often the cause of fog. Okay, now what I want you to do with your guide is to maybe even take it out of your journal and hang it up somewhere on your wall, maybe by a window. So the next time that you look outside and you see the clouds, you can use this as a guide for what kind of clouds you're seeing. There's some more parts of this book that I would love to share with you so you can know what the clouds mean for certain types of weather. But if you're already already getting the wiggles. I want you to pause and take a little break before you watch the rest of this video, okay? Go get those wiggles out because the next part's interesting, but it is more book reading. Okay guys, I hope you had a good wiggle break. We're going to keep going on this book. Okay. Up in the mountains, people give special names to clouds. One is called a banner cloud. See how it goes across the mountain like a little banner? Another is called the boa cloud. This boa is not a cloud, it is a snake. And you can kind of see the name for boa constrictor and the boa cloud come from this twisting motion. It's kind of neat. In the olden days, people looked at the clouds and saw things. The Native Americans saw thunderbirds in dark storm clouds. The ancient Greeks believed that Hermes, the messenger of the gods, who was also the wind, once stole the sun's cattle, which were clouds. And in Labrador, which is way up north, people believed that fog was caused by a white bear who drank too much water and burst. People saw giants, animals, ships, and castles in the clouds. Do you ever lay on your back and look at the shapes in the clouds? It's pretty fun. There are some sayings about clouds that help to tell about the weather. For farmers, when the fog goes up mountain hopping, then the rain comes down the mountain dropping. So that's just saying if they see fog going up a mountain, that means soon it's going to rain. For travelers, evening red and morning gray set the traveler on his way. That means you'll have good weather. Evening gray and morning red will bring down rain upon his head. So that's just a pattern that they noticed, that if it was gray in the evening and red in the morning, it meant that rain was coming. If there are some large clouds in the morning, some people say, in the morning mountains, in the evening fountains. So that means big clouds in the morning, it means rain in that evening. And sailors know that mackerel scales and mare's tails make lofty ships carry low sails. And basically that just means if you see these two types of clouds, it can mean some really rough weather ahead and you're going to have to lower your sails. There are some funny sayings too. If people don't seem to know what they are doing, other people say, he's in a fog. Or they'll say, she has her heads in the clouds. And now, here's a very silly cloud story. Ta-da! The cloud enters the room. The cloud fills the room. The cloud leaves the room. The room. So you see, clouds are very silly and very interesting. Alright, Kinders, I hope you had a great time learning about clouds. Have a great day!